Hey YouTube, this is Shara doing a video today about closures. This is a monumental day because this is the first time I've actually worn a closure. This is a closure on my head right now. I did it because I am natural. I've always been natural and I want to grow out my hair, and the top from flat ironing is like way wavier, looser curled than the rest of my hair. So I put my hair up in this closure. See? I don't know if you can see. I don't want to get close up, but this is a closure. This is my hairline that I'm wearing that's on the website, available for sale right now as well. What I have in today is a 20-inch, and I've colored this hair like 4 times. It was red a little bit for 4th of July, then I toned it down with the brown, so it's been a few colors. But this is a closure that is available on the website as well. For me, it's been a long journey with this closure life, learning different closures, learning the types of different closures, learning how to choose a closure. My client, this is her first time wearing a closure as well, and it is very, very hard to find closures that match your personality. With her closure here, I'm having to go in and just get rid of some of those short hairs. She didn't get this closure from me, she bought it from a company, but not all closures are created equal. Depending on where you order your closures from, it may have one of 2 things going on with it. These short hairs are one of the crazy things that happen when you get closures. They come and they're really, really, really full. But the thing with full closures is most of the fullness is coming from these little short hairs that are in the closures. Call it blowback, call it beards, call it, beards are usually referenced to with wefts, but I call them blowbacks because it's the hair that comes back out after they lace your closure and create your closure. So those short hairs make your closure basically look thicker than it really, really is, and it causes it to be taller. I don't like tall closures. And that brings me to my next point. That's why I pick lace closures. Lace closure, Swiss lace closure is what I have on today. Hers is just a regular lace closure. I like lace because it lays flatter to the head, and you can manipulate it to, I guess, like I say, fit your personality. On my closure, I plucked the part and actually have a little bit of my concealer that matches my skin tone on my part as well. And I went in, I didn't have to cut little short pieces because this closure isn't made like that. I custom ordered my closure so it doesn't have a lot of the small short pieces that you have to cut out. But I did pluck the part and put concealer on it, and it looks natural for me. Some people go underneath that and add fabric to make their closures look a little bit more realistic, more like this, I guess skin tone-ish. The lace closures just overall work better for me. The other kind is, I'm throwing a blank. The other closures is lace closures, silk-based closures. Thank you, client. Boom, boom, boom. My brain had a brain fart. The silk-based closures. The silk-based closures look good on a lot of people, but I don't like them because of their height. They're tall. And like I said, each closure is not created equal. Each company makes their closures different. But last week, somebody brought me a silk-based closure that had 4 layers. I mean, it was lace, it was some kind of material, another thing of lace, and then the hairs were coming out of it. It was just too many layers. So when you bring someone a closure like that, or the infused closures that are infused into this plastic material, they're not gonna lay flat. So you can't really blame it on the stylist. Oh, I brought this and she didn't really know what she was doing. I hate working with those type of closures because my goal is to make your hair look as natural as possible. And when you have a closure that has 4 layers of material on it, it is not going to look like it's growing from your scalp. It's going to look like it's laying flat smack on top of your scalp. Okay? It's just not a cute look. But like I said, they look cute on some people. If you don't mind somebody looking at you and wondering if there's a wedge right here or something, I've made, some of the silk-based closures lay down really, really flat. Like I have a company that I personally order silk-based closures from because it's 2 layers. It's lace and then it's the material. And I can make that and manipulate that to lay very, very flat and make it look natural. But the majority of the ones that I've seen from different companies have just been too thick, and I don't like that. This is her first closure, like I explained to you guys, and it's coming out pretty good. You kind of have to manipulate them and play around with them because, like I said, they come from different companies. You're going to get different results. I'm gonna go in and cut all these little short pieces because I don't want them to stick out while she's at work and have her looking crazy. I gotta go in and thin it a little bit. We've already plucked her apart, so I'm gonna go in and just keep working with it to make it look as natural as possible, because when she walks out of the salon, I don't want her saying I did this, and I don't want her people asking her, oh, is that a closure? You know, so we kind of have to work with them a little bit. For me, this is my first closure wear, and I was super scared last night when I was at my house putting on my own closure because I didn't want to stress out my stylist, because I'm stressful. I wanted it to look natural, and I walked in here today and nobody noticed until I told them, you know, so I'm like, success, you know. But for me, I think the best thing to do is get the lace closures. If you can get a Swiss lace, that's great, because those are awesome. Or just a regular base lace closure, because you can manipulate it, or your stylist can manipulate it to make it look as natural as you would like it to look. Some of the times you have to drop the closures off a day in advance, because if your stylist is busy, like I am, I was doing closures a long time ago, but I just don't have time to bleach your knots, pluck your part, put this material behind it. We don't have time to do that in one appointment slot. So if you can drop your closure off to your stylist or the salon, you know, a day in advance, a day to 3 days in advance, and we can play around with it to, you know, make it mimic what you would like. For me on the website, I sell my closures in skin tone or dark brown. The one I have on today is skin tone. But if you are darker complected, you can order the dark brown, and it looks perfect. It literally looks perfect. So you don't have to do much to that one except for pluck the part for it to look natural, because the lacing is already close to our skin tone. I can wear the dark brown one as well, so it's not like, you know, super black or anything, but it's a really nice natural tone, and it's still translucent, so you'll see your scalp tone come through that as well. But I'm getting ready to style her in a minute here, but I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the closures, because I have a lot of people ask me which one is better. For me, lace is hands down the better choice, especially if you are a new closure wearer. And like I said, I thought I was never going to be in a closure, but since I am doing this whole natural hair challenge thingy, trying to grow out my natural hair without doing anything to it, and get the full, you know, wash and go look, which I'll never probably accomplish, but I'm gonna try anyway. But the closure thing, I can do it. I'm excited, and I don't have to chew up these pieces. These pieces right here in my hair, because I always leave the leave out here. Sometimes these get chewed up, so I mean, I'm happy to put them back in. And it looks like my hair. I mean, I'm really shocked and surprised, because I thought it was about to be a problem. So I had to go home and do that in privacy of my own home, so nobody could call me out. But I like the results. I like the results. So yeah, I can do this. So don't be scared of the closures. Come in, try it out. I say if you are somebody who wants to grow out your relaxer, or if you are natural and you want to sew in but you're scared to get the closure, get a lace closure and come see us at Canvas Hair Studio, because we'll do you right. It may take a little bit more time to work with the closure, but you know, by the end, you know, it works. So, and this is her first closure, so we're gonna lay down these edges and make these puppies look good. And check her out on my Instagram, Houston Weaves. I'll show her finished look when we get everything the way I like it to look. So I'll talk to you guys later.